Hello, guys. Welcome to this new segment. In our previous segment, we looked at nested routing. So, in this segment, we're going to be looking at dynamic routing. So, dynamic routing in Next.js are routes that have been generated from data. What this means is that dynamic route is a route that is being that's when created, its path is not fixed. It's not fixed, but it depends on a certain parameter. Like, okay, let me just give an example. Like, let me say we have hundreds of products. So to view each of the products, it means we have to create like hundreds of this thing, hundreds of routes. I mean, so we have something like, let me just say product one to view and product one and details, product two, product three routes, product four routes, up to hundreds, maybe 200, 300, 500, 1000 routes to make our application heavy and to be time consuming. Instead of that, we have this concept called dynamic routing, just one route to handle the hundreds of thousands of products, just one route, and it's not fixed, it's dynamic, it can change based on a certain parameter. So let's go to our code editor and see how this works. Sorry, we are already in our code editor. Let's go to our terminal and see how this works. So we can create a dynamic route. So when creating a dynamic route, before we go there, we use square brackets to tell Next.js that this is a dynamic route. We use square brackets to show or to tell Next.js that we want a dynamic route. So let's go to our terminal and create a dynamic route. All right, we are already in the product. We are already in the product. Sorry, we are already in the product route, just like we have always been from our first tutorial. So in this product route now, this is where we want. Instead of creating inside this product, instead of creating product one, product two, we also have to create only one route, and that means a dynamic route, telling Next.js that we want for different products, we want different content using just this one route. So to do that now, we are going to make a route, that means a directory, a folder using square brackets. So we'll say make directory inside the product route. So we use a square bracket. We use a square bracket. Where is my okay? Then let's call it products ID. You can name it anything. It can be slug. It can be anything. But since let us say we want to be passing the product ID in the URL, so any product ID that shows in the URL, that is the details of the product ID you are going to see. So let's say product ID, then can do that now. So let's ls and see. As you can see, it is there. We have product ID. So we have to cd in our product. We have to cd and to navigate into our products ID and create our page.jsx. So cd product ID. As you can see, we are in our product ID now. So we have to create our page.jsx touch page.jsx. All right. So if we ls now, we can see our page.jsx now. So let's go to our editor and open our page.jsx. Alright, is our product ID page.jsx. So we just copy and paste this. Sorry. Alright, I'll paste this here. Oh no. Mm, let me just say this is product. Let me call this product details. So we are going to pass a parameter here. We structure the parameter, so we use curly braces. Sorry, and put param here. So you just so you can use anything, but just like a standard. I normally use params. So just like a standard, but you can use anything there though. So let's just use the params. Then save this. Alright, so to get the params, that is the product ID, we have to okay, we can just destructure this. Let's just destructure it. Let's say const, let's say product ID. So we want to get the product ID now from the data from these params that is being passed. So we want to get the product ID from it. So we say params, okay, then equal to params. So if I don't want to destructure it, I can just say, let me just say, like, for instance, now without the curly brace, I can just say const product ID equals to equals to params dot product ID. But because I've used the product ID in the curly braces, that is the structuring, so I don't need to put dot product ID again. So we can use this in Next.js 15. This is being used, so we can import use from React. So though it works without the use, but it is in the documentation that it should be used when using dynamic route like this. We just do use. Alright, so now we can just say, we can just do something like this now. We must say product, then we can print this out. Product, then product ID. Sorry. Then let's save this and go to sorry. Let's save this and go to our browser. So this is the last tutorial we did. So we are going to remove these books now. So we are in the products route now. So we want to get let me just say the details for product 1. So I'm not going to put that square bracket here. I just need to put a product detail like 1 or 2. The product ID, let me just call it like ID. Let's say we are getting this from the database. I want to pass an ID like ID 1, 2, 3, 4, and something like that. So you can just put /1. All right. Let's wait for it to load. Okay, as you can see now, we have product one. Let me zoom in. Why is not okay? You can see product one here now. The one in the URL is the one here. If I put product 100 in the URL, if I put 100 now, we can see product 100 now. You can see product 100. So with just this one route, you can use it to view the details or the information of any product at all. So you don't need to create multiple or hundreds of thousands of routes in your project. You just have to use one dynamic route. If I put if I put let me say 5,000, let's be sure 5,000. As you can see, that is product 5,000. Product 5,000. So this is what a dynamic route is all about. Like let us say you create a let us say a page where you list all the products and you have a link for it where you can click on view to view the details of each product. So that is where you use something like this. So when you click on and a link to view the product, it takes you to this and to a page like this where it carries the ID of that product and it displays the details of that particular product. So that is this a kind of a scenario where you can use a dynamic route. So I hope you enjoy this lesson, and if you do, you can support me by subscribing and following my page so that I can continue more of this. Thank you very much. And if you have any questions, you can also drop it on the comment section. All right, guys, I will see you in the next segment.